Hi all and welcome to Freewill Life UK. I am your host, Francesca Owasho-Campbell, and today's topic is about, in the UK, they have recalled all cough medicines, over-the-counter pharmacies, in supermarkets, and I would like to know why. So let's get into it.
Black Boy Productions. Black Boy Productions.
So the other day I was watching Good Morning Britain, and the topic was that in the UK they are recalling all cough mixtures off the shelves in supermarkets and in pharmacies across Britain. My first thought was, why? My second thought, when they gave me an explanation why, was, do you think we're stupid? My third thought was, are these people being serious? I'm no conspiracy theorist. Well, I actually am. But they're not conspiracies, because half the conspiracies that I used to think about actually came to pass. So, something to look into. None of us are above reproach. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. And I will say I'm wrong. But think about what has been said, and I'll show you exactly what I watched. So let's watch, and you please comment down below and let me know your thoughts, because I'm sure going to let you know what my thoughts are.
Welcome back. We're joined by the Mayor's Andrew Pearce, the Mirror's Kevin Maguire. They're still with us. And with 20 brands of cough medicine taken off the shelves over concerns that the ingredient Pholcodine can cause a life-threatening allergic reaction if you're having a general anaesthetic. We're joined by Dr. Hilary, Dr. Layla Hanbeck from the Association of Independent Multiple Pharmacies. He's talking to Dr. Hanbeck first. It must have been a surprise and hugely disruptive for your members to suddenly have to take products off the shelves that they are used to selling every day.
Yes, of course. So it was yesterday that we received the alerts, and we were asked to immediately act on it to make sure that these products are removed from shelves. And these products are very common products. So there are quite a few medicines over the counter that actually include this substance, Pholcodine. So yeah, it was a big operation for pharmacies.
Dr. Hilary, these are very common products. I've got them in my medicine cupboard. So what is the reason that we can no longer purchase them?
Yeah, we can see a few there, but there are. We've got a full list on the Facebook page if people want to have a look. The reason they've been withdrawn is because there is a slightly increased risk of anaphylaxis if you have a general anaesthetic using muscle relaxants within a year after taking Pholcodine. Now, Pholcodine's been around for 70 years. It's a very common ingredient. And I have to say that this is a precaution. The risk of this anaphylactic reaction is very, very small. However, safety is paramount, and that's why the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency have decided to withdraw these things from the shelves.
It's interesting. I was thinking to myself, this is quite, you'd have to have quite a sequence of events, wouldn't you, in order for this to be a risk? Because the allergic reaction is not to the ingredient
Exactly right.
in these products.
Yes.
You don't take this product and then have the allergic reaction. The danger is that you're using one of these products, and then within the next year, you might go into hospital and undergo general anaesthetic with this other particular ingredient. And I thought, well, how would that ever happen? And then I realised that my youngest has suffered from tonsillitis and therefore has probably had quite a lot of these products, me thinking it's a cold, and then was booked in to, or I was considering having him booked in to have his tonsils removed. It never went ahead because he didn't need them, and
Sure.
you need quite a high threshold. But I thought, well, that then, would that have put him at risk? What would I need to tell who in order for this risk to be eliminated?
So if you have an unexpected need for a general anaesthetic, you tell the anaesthetist today, for example, that you might have taken Pholcodine at some point in the previous year. And the anaesthetist would say, don't worry, we're quite confident and skilled in dealing with anaphylaxis should it happen, will be ready for that. So it's not going to stop anyone having an operation today at all.
So
I have never seen this reaction in 45 years.
So you would still have the general anaesthetic, even though you know that you previously used the product.
10,000, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
So how about if you're Susanna and you have seen the news today, and you know in your cupboard you've got, say, day nurse, which has got the ingredient in it. You know that if you went to the chemist, you now wouldn't be able to buy a new bottle because chemists are now not selling it at the moment. But I've got a bottle in the cupboard. Should I now throw it away? Should I not take it? Should I take it but think? But if I have a general anaesthetic, I'll make sure I tell somebody. What do I do as a punter?
It's an effective antitussive. It's good for a dry cough, isn't it? But the advice that people are being given is to go and talk to your pharmacist or your doctor and say, what are the alternatives to this? The pharmacist will say, give me that back. I'll dispose of that for you. There are plenty of alternatives. Hot lemon and honey, steam inhalations, lozenges, simple linctus, which don't contain Pholcodine, which is, after all, a dilute opioid. So, there are alternatives. But as I say, the risk is tiny.
But you would throw it away.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't. No, it's an effective dry cough remedy which has been around for 70 years.
So you would take it, but ask the pharmacist for advice.
Next time you have a cough. Most coughs are self-limiting. You might not even need a dry cough.
Because surely, if you're not allowed to sell it, that's because people shouldn't be taking it, Dr. Lane
Well, we've been asked that, this product should be taken off the shelves. So, but some people may have it in their home.
Oh, you can't see my eyes wearing my glasses. Are you kidding me? So, it's an ingredient that could cause harm if you were going under general anesthesia in the next year. That doesn't even make sense. Let's go with basic biology. Basic biology would determine that anything that we ingest goes through the system, cleanses, and then what it needs, it uses, and what it doesn't need, sends out in waste. So via urine or a bowel movement. This is just basic stuff that we learn at primary school, elementary school. Okay. So what I'm trying to understand is it will sit dormant in our system for a year. And then when you go for, I don't know, an operation of any sort within that year, it can mix with the anesthesia and cause harm. Like the doctor said, we've been using it for 70 years. The amount of people that's probably been using it and had surgery and never died would be probably a lot. And then what I don't understand is, why are you recalling it for this reason? Taking it off shelves, which to me doesn't make any sense. If it's 0.0 something percent, maybe we'll get to that in a minute. But why are you taking it off the shelves? You've got things on your shelves that we know has really harmful side effects, and yet you ain't recalling that. And when you go to, let's say, America, for instance, on their adverts, it tells you what the side effect is. Still not recalling that, no, they can deal with that. Cough mixture. Or is there something sinister going on here? Let's get back to the video.
we've been asked that, you know, this product should be taken off the shelves. So, but some people may have it in their homes from, you know, previous purchases from the pharmacy. But the risk to people taking Pholcodine is small. But as Dr. Hiri was saying, I mean, if they're about to go to surgery, it's very important that they speak to the pharmacist or healthcare professional.
So, okay, so I'm a punter, and I'm going to come in to speak to my pharmacist.
Yeah.
I've seen this guidance. I've got a bottle of Day Nurse at home, which I bought from you 3 months ago. I've got a bit of a cough. Should I take it?
I would ask you to, you know, there are loads of other alternatives available.
No, but I bought this one. Should I take this one?
Well, it's better, but as a pharmacist, I can't do this because obviously we've been asked to take this off the shelves and, you know, recall this. But that is what we need to do for patient safety. I would tell you, please, there are other alternatives, Mr. Edwall. You can take other medicines available.
So the advice that we should ask our pharmacist is all very well, but the pharmacist isn't going to tell me don't take it, Dr. Hiri.
The pharmacist might well say, look, I've been given this advice, and I have to say there are safer alternatives. There's always safer alternatives. Having, you know, if you've invested money in your cough medicine, you've got a cough today, you're not likely to have a general anaesthetic in the near future, I would say use it. That's what I would say. As a doctor, I would certainly take it if I had a dry cough. Having said that, yeah, if you're worried about this risk, having had it explained to you, then don't take it. It's a personal choice if you've already got some, but you're not going to be able to get any more from the pharmacist in the near future.
Okay.
I think I might just decide for precautionary reasons, given the risk is very small, but actually, you know, it's been sitting around in my cupboard for 5 years and it's probably out of date. I think I might just throw it away and buy a new one.
As I say,
buy one which is
it's been around.
Okay,
it's been around 70 years. Most doctors have never seen this anaphylaxis in their lifetime.
Interesting. So the medicines being recalled: Boots night cough relief oral solution, Boots dry cough syrup, 6 years plus, Boots day cold and flu relief oral solution, cough said Linctus. There's a huge number of them. Just Dr. Lade, just to point out, night nurse is very common. It isn't actually on the list, except when it's part of day and night nurse tablets, which are sold together.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, it's just that substance Pholcodine.
Yes, which
in
isn't
the product.
in night nurse. Am I right? about that?
Night
in the
nurse,
liquids. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go home and see if I've got night nurse rather than day nurse, because then I'll be all right.
Okay, you heard it yourself. I like that doctor. He's just giving the real. I would take it. Yep. If it's in my cupboard, it hasn't done me any harm in 70 years of making cough mixtures and people taking it, then just take it. You're just not going to be able to get it anymore for some reason. And that reason, we can go into so many different things. Okay, I'll take off my glasses for this one. Now, this is just my opinion, and opinions are like a-holes. Everyone's got one. But I'm going to give you mine anyway. We had a pandemic, and it did affect the respiratory areas, your chest. It was like a cold, flu, and a lot of people went out and got cough mixtures and lime, lemon, honey, you know, and went out and bought a lot of these things. Now, if it was taken off shelf and another one was to happen, what could we use as a defense? Especially if we're in lockdown. Can't get to the supermarket, and if we do get to the supermarket, natural remedies are gone, like limes, lemons, honey, because everybody's trying to buy it. And then it will be a ration. Loads of people won't be able to get it. So what will happen? Can't breathe properly, end up going into cardiac arrest. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. See you later. this is not good enough. And to think that the public is that stupid. Listen to what they're saying. It only affects you if you take the cough mixture and within that year, you have surgery. You take any anesthesia. It could kill you. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Do you know how many things in life can kill you? That you're going to take it off shelf for good. Remember I said this, there has to be something sinister in play here because it makes no sense. This is elementary stuff. Primary school stuff. You learn in primary school. All right, let me use an example. Why is it we need to take vitamins every day? Isn't it because our body rejuvenate? Right? That's why you take it every day. All right, another example. Paracetamol, painkillers, any of those things, every 4 hours. Why? Because it wears off. Because the body knows how it works. The body makes it wear off. It rejuvenates. It regenerates. And it uses what it needs. To actually hear doctors and they're keeping a straight face. This is insane. Are you telling me that me going to school, going to college, and going to university was all in vain? Because I don't know anyone that's dumb enough to even accept that. It's basic. Yes, some things take longer to come out of the system. We understand that. Like drugs, for instance. And when I say drugs, I mean illegal drugs. But it doesn't take a year. Oh, actually, it doesn't sit dormant in your system for a year. This is insane. I'm not even going to go and look up research to prove my point. Look, you, as human beings, you know, you went to school. You're not stupid. So, like I was saying, the things that have helped in our time of lockdown has been recalled. So let's see where this is going and what the future holds. I want to give a few tips on what we can do, like keep your seeds from your limes and your lemons. If you have a back garden, plant them, you know, get some herbs, plant those. If you know any local honey makers, start getting in touch, you know, because these are the things that are gonna not be on shelf because everybody's trying to buy them. So when you need it, hey ho, sorry, we're out of stock. definitely look up what you would need to do in such situations, what natural remedies are good for chest infections other than antibiotics. I think antibiotics should only be used when it's a dire case. But hey ho, I'm no doctor. But yeah, look it up. But I think what we do need to know is alternatives. We really do. Like I said, start growing your own. Soon enough, these supermarkets ain't going to be able to stock enough. So please tell me your thoughts. I want to know. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
Black Boy Productions.